Hey everyone, we start this video with a bit of sad news. We, I don't know if you've been following the news in game development last couple of days, but Martin Luiga, who was the head of the Zawum Cultural Association, which is separate from the Zawum Studios, has announced that the Cultural Association has been dissolved. Uh, the reasons they gave for the solution was because they saw that the original vision for the Cultural Association was not followed. Now, the Zone Cultural Association, apparently, from what I've been able to gather, was this group of artists in Estonia who were actually very prolific. They put out a lot of varied art types, not just video games, like not just the Disco Elysium. They did everything. They eventually created Studio Zaum for legal reasons and to gather financing for Disco Elysium. Who Disco Elysium is not just Game of the Year 2019. It's so much more than that. Disco Elysium is a modern day masterpiece. And with the success of Disco Elysium, the people in charge of the money uh, were taking the company in a direction that they never wanted this to go. So late last year, uh, the three main heads behind Disco Elysium, the people who created the story, the people who designed the game, the people who made up this amazing art style, they were all apparently fired from Zaum Studios. And Zaum, I just found out, Zaum is looking for a Zaum is looking for a microtransaction and live service development expert, which is honestly incredibly, incredibly depressing. The fact that they would go that way. It is incredibly depressing. That apparently this amazing studio that put out such an amazing such an amazing work of art as Disco Elysium is now going to start pumping out microtransaction ridden bullshit. Apparently, according to Luiga, the sequel is well enough on the way that it might come out the way it was supposed to, but you just can't trust that nowadays, unfortunately. It is honestly incredibly sad news to hear. And I hope that the people formerly part of the Cultural Association will go on to continue making art as beautiful or more beautiful than what we're seeing right here, because there are incredibly talented people, and this is definitely a huge loss for not only for game development but for art in general. Okay, so that downer gone, let's finally interact with what we've all been waiting for since last episode, the crab person.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The crab man.
Are you the crab
The
man?
man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze. then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry,
That's
everything's gonna
insulting.
be alright. You come to the right place.
True, but insulting.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol. Hold on. Stop it right there. Pussy? What's with this?
Yeah, I don't understand why female sexual organs have to be associated with weakness.
You really got a case of frayed nerves, pussy. And this usage comes from pusillanimous. Everybody knows that.
What the fuck is pusillanimous?
Oops.
Chill out, man. Here you could receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Clearly.
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality.
Yeah, I have a bit of a problem.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
More patronizing. I'm very in touch with my suffering. How do you know what I'm feeling? I'm actually here on behalf of some young people who service like that. I'm very in touch with my
Not
suffering.
all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Nah, can't be right. For some reason, I think you have a point there. Alcohol is central to my to my identity. For some reason, I
Don't
think
trust
you
me.
might have a point there.
Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. Do you know where the other spooker is? Are
Never
you the
known
crab man?
myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
It's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Did you carve all those sculptures?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
This figures out trying to become one with the church, perhaps with the mother herself. You're pointing up the objectification with music with your reactionary depiction of female bodies. Oh, becoming one with
It's
the
all
church.
just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
Or before you became a crabman and
I
a
was in
wolf
a
carver.
gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
So many people losing their memory.
Nah, ese, it's not like that. Best thing that could happen to you, losing your memory.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
I don't do names either. I don't care what
That's
mine
not
is.
quite right, but you're getting somewhere. Any one of us could have been anything else. We are all one who sing the mother's glory.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Do you mean the
No, no,
innocence?
no. There's a new god in town, and she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes,
Ah, yes,
and no one ever will.
oh yes, the Dark Mother. Hail Sithis.
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You
You sure?
know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, you sure you didn't just switch out one drug for the
It's
other?
not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Mm-hmm.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
Faith is the opiate of the
I
masses.
heard that before, Way, and I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
I think drug might have been my drug of choice.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
Let's agree to disagree. I was being insensitive. Let's move on. Let's agree to
I
disagree.
know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Why are you repeating yourself? Still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Mm-hmm. Sure you are. Doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Now, mate, you might want to take some antacids for that heartburn. It's really not a good thing. How'd you find this place?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
Are these yours?
I think they were. A long time ago.
They're mine now.
I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Yeah, I didn't. I asked if they were those. I didn't say I was giving them back.
They look pretty dapper, actually. The sinewy figure
Some more
lingers
questions.
on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Did you see the police raid that took place here?
Something like that.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a
The
nightclub.
ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
They have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
Yeah, so what do you think about a nightclub and your Mother of Silence thing?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
What about the guy who's been working on all the
Oh, the
machines?
spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
Yes, I speak Spanish, thank you. Well, I don't speak Spanish, I understand Spanish, there's a difference. There is another person.
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she
That's
is.
what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests. I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Said, have you heard the password?
too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Yes, thank you.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Hey, I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it.
You have been very helpful, Crabman. Thank you
I
very
think we're
much.
done here, Essay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Oh, it's extremely relevant because now we know the password.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
No. I'm a real radical.
Of course, a radical centrist.
Oh, fuck no.
In these bright and loud times where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act.
Nope. Fuck that. Fuck that.
It's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience.
Fuck radical centrism. No.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. Incrementally.
That's disgusting.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly.
Fucking centrism.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
What about the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working.
That is some bullshit.
What rationality? What sang-froid?
Yeah. Isn't this just really about preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Not necessarily.
Then you've never lived through real chaos. Sometimes, in the face of great disaster, defending the status quo is progress.
Yeah, but What is the kingdom of conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Yeah, it's post-capitalist and post-national and post-ideological in the sense that it's an ideology that preserves capitalism and nationalism. Sounds terrible. I don't want to be a moralist.
What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming, whether you like it or not. Only very slowly.
Up yours. Up yours, work moralists. Up yours, woke moral internists. Okay, wasteland of reality. I have so much stuff that I want to internalize, but I can't. Need more skill points. We still haven't gone back to the cryptozoologist. Okay, let's talk to the totally not high as fuck drug heads.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean. Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya?
Nope, need more empathy.
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibba-dee, skibba-danger. I am the rearranger.
I have no fucking idea what that's supposed to mean. Nice boots, though.
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
I saw a sticker on the
A
padlock.
sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
I mean, this one.
Oh, wow. Right on your cop ledger. You like it?
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool, but it's also more than that. Much more.
Noid is a bit disappointed. It's just cool.
Makes the sticker so modern.
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical soul artist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Seems awesome.
It is.
What's it supposed to be?
The dead guy's smiling.
What does it mean? Why is the dead guy
He
smiling?
defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
No, it's a symbol for communism.
Yeah, that interpretation holds.
We've exhausted the
I
subject.
guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Are the signs all right now?
Hmm. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
I have no fucking idea what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
You heard me.
Yeah, I said I needed to internalize more shit. But I also... Yeah, internalized white morning. I'm pretty sure this was about the... This was something about the fucking... The fucking church thing. Vocal actor. Okay, but I want to put a point into empathy, actually. And let's go talk to the girl, see if we can empathize now.
Hello again.
The device is cold to the
Fuck
touch.
off!
An angular omicron.
83% fail? Fuck off.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Nothing jumps out to you.
Damn it.
Nothing out of... How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick for you to think clearly.
And? What happened?
Talk to the crab man.
Oh, man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seems okay. Mostly. Gave this odd lecture on alcoholism for rambling on about the mother's love.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
It's something that clearly enjoys the physical activity, comes like a
No
freak.
matter. Is he gonna be a problem? Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Nothing.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
As far as I can tell, he's not gonna leave. He'll climb around up there and guys never catch him. No, he told me he wouldn't mind a nightclub.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Yeah, I don't think he really gives a damn.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Dude, tone it down a little bit.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Just saw some machines.
But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her.
Oh yeah, I
As
forgot to use the
always,
password. We have the password for the computer now. Hardcore. God, I'm never doing that again.
The machine's keyboard, the speaker comes.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Yep.
Good. Please repeat the password. Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope, that'll be all. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church, the door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. 7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Some clues.
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Yeah. This is one of the quotes that's been circling around since the news about Zaum. It's fucking sad.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Yeah, so this was someone who worked on the game that we found at the abandoned complex.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading. I think these people worked in the radio computer games business, the one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Oh, now you want to know.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound.
Clever.
Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
It's the mother of silence.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
Maybe.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
No, it wasn't me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Dun dun dun. But this shocking revelation. Wait, let's wait for her to speak. That's rude. But on this shocking revelation, I'm gonna end this for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, please do like, comment, subscribe, do everything that makes the algorithm happy, and I will see you all next time.